Welcome to College Algebra. I want to welcome you face to face so that you can put my face to my voice. This is our first weekly video announcement. I will be sending weekly announcements through my math lab as a checklist of things to do for the week. These announcements will be sent on Tuesdays. I hope to post these weekly announcement videos under course materials. In these videos, I will go over the checklist to make clarifications. So let's begin. If you are not watching this announcement video while you're on my math lab, then the first thing you need to do is make sure you go and register into my math lab. And here is our code for the class. Everything will be on my math lab, so I wanted to encourage you to do that as soon as possible. If you are watching this through my math lab, then you've already done that first assignment. The other thing I want to do is talk about some suggestions for success. May I suggest that you make a schedule and pay attention to due dates for the quizzes and test windows, and the schedule might be time for you to view the videos, work on homework, ask me questions based on my office hours, which I'll talk about in just a second. You don't have to adhere to it explicitly, but you definitely want to make sure you carve out time in your busy schedule to do college algebra. The next thing I want to talk about is requesting a testing center if you are not testing at a Lone Star College assessment center. And I would like that before September 6th, but by that time I hope to contact your testing center and make sure that it meets the requirements that Lone Star College Math Department has put forth. Again, we need to get that as soon as possible. The sooner the better, because our first testing window actually starts on September 10th. I also want to encourage you to ask questions to either the discussion board in the middle of the night so other students can try to answer your question, or you can go on ahead and email me directly. So I do want to make sure I encourage that. And then last but not least, I also want to talk about some to-dos for this week. So on our to-do list for this week, I have for you to complete homework number 1 and homework number 2. That means that you need to view videos as well as complete my notes. This is optional, but I do encourage you to do that. Then obviously to do the homework. Notice I did not put any due dates on here. They are due right around the testing window closes. However, the homework will be available to you all the way through the semester. So after the due date, you will only get half credit on anything that you work on in the homework assignment. So for the best grade, your best thing is to do as much homework before the due date, so that way you can get full credit for what you do. To encourage you to keep up with the homework, I am going to have some weekly quizzes that you'll see that on the course calendar. The first one will be due on Tuesday, September 4th, and again you can see how it is covering homework number 1 and 2. Again, the window will open. It should show you pretty much the weekend. It will open on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then that Tuesday that it's due. I think the other ones probably are due on a Monday, but because of Labor Day, I pushed it to September 4th. The other thing I want to make sure I mention is a discussion board. For this one, you can see I have 2 due dates. One is for you to post, and the other one is for you to reply. So this discussion is relatively easy in terms of you just have to introduce yourself using technology. And again, you will not be able to see anybody else's post until you post, so make sure that you do that by September 6th so that everybody has that window from the 6th to the 11th to reply. And then last, on the things that you can do this week is a syllabus quiz. Even though it's due Tuesday, September 11th, my suggestion is to take a look at the syllabus, read it, take the quiz. You can have as many times as you want to take this quiz to get a perfect 100. So I noticed that I didn't do my highlighting here for quiz number 1 because I wanted to make sure I mention that when you take the quizzes, you will have 2 opportunities. The first opportunity, you don't have to have done any of the homework. However, if you want to take the quiz a second time, you have to have done homework on homework number 1 and number 2 in order to access the quiz a second time. Finally, I want to talk about my office hours. Sometimes you might hear me call them student hours or tutoring hours. So here they are. If you're on campus, you can come see me in 204 at these particular times and days. If not, I have made up some special online student hours. These online student hours, I am putting them on Tuesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. For right now, it's only by email, but I want to also have the opportunity to set up like a chat room where we can talk and use a whiteboard and exchange ideas and do some explanation. Right now, these are the set times that are convenient for me, but I am more than willing to set up another time by appointment. So if you're thinking about setting up an appointment, you can either call me at this number or you can email me at my email address. Again, if you are going to email me, make sure that you put in Math 1314 in the subject line. When you do that, especially when you're asking questions or setting up an appointment, the subject matter of Math 1314 take precedence. In other words, I will answer that email before any other email that I have. So make sure that if you need to contact me, you put in Math 1314 in the subject line so I can get right back to you. And with that, I want to wish all of you the best this semester, and I hope to hear from you soon. And this concludes this video.